wonderful person. Welcome to Fantastic Find Friday. Well, you're going to ask, what is Fantastic Find Friday? Well, I'm going to tell you. Yesterday, late afternoon, I was going through some boxes of fabric and quilting supplies, and I found a bunch of fat quarters here. I don't know exactly how many there are, but I would say there's at least, I'd say a good 20 fat quarters that I forgot that I had. So that's one of the finds, and I pulled them out because I thought I would try making something with it, something a little bit different. And then I just realized, or just found out that Lisa from the Awkward Quilter GA is doing a ugly fat quarter sew along starting sometime in August, and I said, well, you know what, maybe I'll just save these ugly fat quarters. I mean, they're not all ugly. There's a lot with just butterflies and a lot with happy florals, but I thought, well, maybe I'll just put them aside and find out what her ugly fat quarter challenge is going to be. So, oh, it's starting to rain here. Would you believe it? You probably, maybe could hear it on the video. I don't know how well my camera blocks out background noises, but yeah, it is raining here. Yeah. And there's a little bit of thunder in the distance, so I may have to put the video on hold for a little bit and maybe come back when it's not quite so loud. But I wanted to show you some of these fabrics. I don't remember where I got them from. They've been in my stash for several years. And believe it or not, there's some reds in there. If you followed my last video on my True Quilt As You Go string quilt, I made a comment that I, for some reason, don't buy a lot of red fabric. Well, I guess I lied or just forgot about these, but there's quite a bit of red in these, and honestly I don't remember where I got them. It may be from Amazon, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting old, the brain is not quite with it these days, but yeah, there's some really cute fabrics in here. Lots of butterflies, lots of pretty florals, happy florals, and lots of colors that I normally wouldn't buy. So, I mean, if you want to see them, I'll tip the camera down and I'll show you some of them. Again, I don't remember where I got these from. It's probably Amazon. I don't know. Like I said, I can't remember. It's been so long since I purchased these. But that was one of the things. I didn't find what I was actually looking for yesterday yet, but I did come across these, and I'm like, I was thinking about making some kind of another strip quilt, but in diamonds instead of squares. I don't know. That's what I was thinking about. That was the reason why I initially pulled them out and put them aside. But then, like I said, I just learned that Lisa from the Awkward Quilter GA is doing a ugly fat quarter challenge. I said, well, maybe, just maybe, I'll put these aside for that. Hopefully she gets some information out pretty soon. She just had something on her community post that she would be posting something soon. So, yeah, look, red. Red! I got red fabric. And more red fabric. So yeah, I guess I don't hate red after all. Even though I said I didn't hate it in my last video, I just don't gravitate towards it. So that was one thing. The other thing that I just found out is I just got my rent statement with my electric bill. That's how it comes. You get your rent statement and then you get your electric bill tacked onto your rent. And my jaw just dropped. I'm telling you, I was expecting a very large large electric bill, and it wasn't that bad. I'm like, it was actually $50 cheaper than it was this time last year. So maybe just this new air conditioner is a little bit more energy efficient and a little bit better from my budget. So with me having a few extra dollars in my pocket, just maybe I might just be buying some fabric this really soon. I don't know, we'll see. I probably should just save the money, but I've been seeing so many wonderful things that I want to buy, and that's usually the case. You always see them when you don't have the extra spending money, but that's all right. Absence, or what is it? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Sooner or later, I get what I want. It may take me a day or two. It may even take me a month or two, but I sooner or later get what I want. So that was the other fine. What else wonderful things? Oh, the lady who was the recipient of my strip quilt that I made, the caveman style, true quilt as you go strip quilt. She received her quilt yesterday. She was absolutely thrilled with it. She sat there for the longest time while I visited with her, I spying all the little different motifs that were in the fabric. She said she absolutely loved it. And I actually saw her again just a little while ago, and she's like, Rob, I absolutely love that quilt. I'm like, well, thank you. That makes me feel better that you like it and that you'll use it. She said, oh yeah, she'll use it when the weather starts turning a little chilly here in Florida, which won't happen till like January. She said she'll definitely use it. It'll help save her propane bill for heating. So what else is happening in the man cave? I am planning on doing another almost tutorial. It's not going to be a full tutorial on a stained glass project. I made a stained glass quilt for the priest at my parish that I go to, and it turned out so nice, and I thought, gosh, I really would like to make one of those just for myself. So I'm thinking about doing that. I also have been in touch with Marty from Sew Stitch Quilt with Marty, and we're thinking about putting together some kind of a collaboration project. Not sure exactly what it's going to be. It's just beginning stages of the conversation right now, and I'm anxious to plan something out with her. She's really a sweet lady, and I really wish that you would go and show her some love. She's having some medical issues with her shoulder, and it's not quite healing the way she had hoped and the way the doctors had hoped, and she's going to have some additional, I think she said MRIs on it, and her husband was recently diagnosed with a tumor on his brain, and he's going in for some kind of a surgery, and my heart goes out to her. I mean, she's just such a sweet person, and I hope with all my heart that we can work on something together as a collaboration. Well, the rain is starting to come down a little heavier here. I'm going to put the camera on pause, and I'll be back as soon as it calms down a little bit. Be right back. Well, here it is about an hour later, and the rains have ceased. I love when we get a late afternoon thunderstorm, rainstorm here in Central Florida. It just cools things down so wonderfully. We went from 95 degrees when I started making the first part of this video down to 81 degrees right now, and it just, oh, it's so much more comfortable. This is the time that I really like to be sewing, when I'm not sweating my backside off. But the weather liars lied. I'm sorry about all the noise that was in the first part of this video. Yes, that was actually the rain falling, and I really thought that my recording device, my camera, would kind of cut out some of that background noise, but it didn't, and I'm very, very sorry about that. We are in the middle of monsoon season here in Central Florida, and we get these popcorn type thunderstorms that build up out of nowhere. I mean, it'll be completely sunny one minute, and the next minute you've got a downpour, you know, a really heavy rainstorm. That's because of the heat, the humidity, and the unstableness of the atmosphere, if you want to put it that way. And these storms will just build up out of nowhere, and they don't move very quickly in the earlier parts of the afternoon. They'll just sit there and dump rain for an hour or so until they rain themselves out. But I love it though when we get these afternoon showers and thunderstorms. It just is so much more comfortable. And it helps save a little bit on the electric bill as well. So I'm just sitting here looking at one of my boys, Buster Brown. He's never been on camera yet. He's a little shy, and he's old, and he doesn't move all that quickly anymore, but he doesn't like the thunderstorms, so he either goes and hides under the bed when we get a thunderstorm, or he'll come and he'll sit right next to me on the floor. He's like, "Daddy, save me, I don't like that noise." So the other boys are, they're all sound asleep as well, now that the noise has ended. Again, I'm very sorry about the noise in the first part of this video. I wasn't going to re-record that segment. So I'm just trying to think of what else was happening in the man cave here. Not a heck of a lot. It's been hot, as you probably have guessed, and I know there's so many areas around the United States and probably around the world that are receiving record high temperatures. So it's crazy. You know, I didn't believe in global warming, but I guess maybe I'm starting to, because last summer was really bad. This summer was equally as bad, and I've lived here in Central Florida now for, oh gosh, what was it, since 1997, and these last 2 summers have been the worst that I have experienced here in Florida. I'm starting to ramble, so I should probably think about moving on here a little bit. So keep an eye out for Lisa at the Awkward Quilter GA if you're interested in following along on her ugly fat quarter sew-along. I heard of ugly sweaters before, but ugly fat quarters? I mean, who in their right mind would buy an ugly fat quarter to start with? I would. I admit to it, I would. Or sometimes you just get them in a bundle and you just don't know what you're going to do with it, but you save them for a challenge or a sew-along, just like she's planning on having. So I'm just trying to rearrange myself here a little bit. I've been sitting for quite a while. I should get up and do something. Other than that, not much else is happening in the cave. I just want to give a real quick shout out to my Cavemen Club members, Vicky Rumsey, Richard Whirl, and Glenda Hyde. Thank you so much for helping to support my channel. And so, let's see where, my computer just went down. Sew Stitch Quilt with Marty also just purchased a couple cups, well actually a total of 9 cups for me. And I certainly appreciate that. And I'm not going to give you the spiel about joining the Caveman Club. The link will be in the description box below. Check it out. And if you enjoy my videos, maybe you might just consider helping an old man here with his channel. Alright, y'all just have just the best day ever. It's a nice day here now that it stopped raining and the temperatures are a little bit cooler. I actually feel like doing something without sweating my backside off. So y'all take care, have the best day ever, and I will see you again really soon. Stay happy, stay healthy. Excuse me, my lunch is coming back at me. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, stay creative, and I will see you all again really, really soon. Bye-bye for now. I am gone. Whoosh.